And here it is. Once again, Super Mario World and Forest of Illusion with sinisterly red stage first. So, and even the game hinted that this will be a puzzle. So, time to start going. With nice little forest background, some regular platformings, and a new enemy called Wiggler, which is a basically walking caterpillar, or, or I think it's that walking centipede slash millipede look with a flower on his head, and if you stomp on him, it becomes red and angry. So, no need to stomp on it, and some use of transparency effects, or not transparency effects, layers. And I missed that little invulnerability star, but it is no big deal. God damn it, Yoshi. Don't come. Apparently wigglers are immune to being smite with regular smashy ability. I wonder what they... But they are not immune to being smacked, but there seems to be a way to the secret exit. Yep, wigglers are immune to... Wigglers are immune to tail swipe, but here's a new power-up. The super balloon, or whatever term you want to use it. It inflates Mario all Luigi real fast, but only lasts short while, and Mario, of course, when it floats up, can do all kinds of maneuvers. So let's just get into the secret exit entrance and open a ghost house, but let's not go there and return to the Forest of Illusion 1. Which, as much as I feel, is a bit easier, at least in general sense of gameplay, when compared to the... Well, at least Ludwig's Castle had quite big number of... But wigglers can be eaten. Which of course with Yoshi means they're doomed. And I missed the one up. No matter, they are not that big deal. And spit out the... Well, now I got the invulnerability, so it's time to just run through all the enemies and rack up some extra lives while I'm at it. And pick up the big fat bloated Mario again and just slowly glide and fly across this landscape. And get a super mushroom or mushroom, and get through the normal exit, which leads to Forest of Illusion number 2, of course, which is the swimming stage, and of course gives me right at the front a nice little green lock box, or illusion box, whatever term you want to use about them, which of course gives me a practical ability to just get the cape right away. And unlike in let's see, Super Mario Bros. Actually, it was in the Super Mario Bros. 3 that if you got the bonus ability or whatever power up you would get, it would. It would basically just let you get through the goddamn rip one wishes art fish art is just enraged maniac once it finds you. Fireballs would have been very handy against it. And of course those spiky balls are called urchins. They are spiky. Don't impact them, even though every enemy in the underwater area is something you don't want to get hit because of the fact that Mario can't do any kind of underwater stomping, which is both weird and also quite let's just drop the block because I think it's much easier to just swim. And if my memory doesn't fail, this swimming music is very much reminiscent of the swimming music in Super Mario Bros. Itself. And Rip One Fish gives a hint that, hey, that's a fake wall because he's inside it. And it was, allowing me access to secret exit. But this doesn't lead me forward, it leads me to Blue Switch Palace. There really isn't much of anything, just a bunch of coins and enemies. So just a regular switch palace, nothing really interesting in it. And no triumphant music. Of course, difficulty of all these stages does vary a lot. So I got to save and going back to the Forest of Illusion number 2. And this time just trying to swim through without any unnecessary mess-ups, hiccups, mistakes from my part. Oh, apparently I can destroy urchins with the blue ice blocks or whatever you want to call them. Convenient little extra special ability, which I didn't remember that there was. But hey, fireballs way more handy at this stage than the tail swipe, even though tail swipe is perhaps more potent ability defending Mario, but this one allows to go further. So yeah, you can't do the spin powerful smash hit spin jump underwater, which is kind of understandable. So just regular swimmings through the stage. And luckily I got to go through this little path just fine, no need to stop. Yeah, rip. And a charging Chuck underwater. I wonder, could he be called Diving Chuck? And interestingly, once you get the final exit line, the enemies become coins. Didn't remember that either. Well, you live and you learn. And another stage, Forest of Illusion number 3. And let's just get in here as well. And it seems to be just another of these regular platforming stages with bar bombs and Goombas. And Yoshi as well. Yeah, bar bombs. Unlike Super Mario Bros. 2, which was their debut appearance, you really can't make use of bar bombs' explosive properties in this game. They just are there, and if once they explode, you can't. They just explode. There's nothing that you can, no walls or anything that you can actually blow up using very cunningly or very efficiently chosen moment to blow up, throw a bar bomb at it. Nope, they just explode, and there is no benefit of it. Look at these. Strangely enough, that bubble they travel in makes them immune to enemy attacks. Just regularly. Yeah, Chuck, you're going out of picture. And why would Bowser add American football players to his army? Well, they do have armor and padding and all that, which might, of course, help makes them much more, you could say, intimidating. But this path actually led me back to the ghost house. If I wouldn't have taken the secret path to get there faster. So now I have to go and find the secret exit, and I think it's one of these pipes. I just have to dive into every pipe I find and hope that it's the right one, if there's a right one. Bit of a mistake, but let's just ride with Yoshi. Actually, it was this pipe. Well, it's a bonus place. Nothing useful here. Except a couple of farty sounds. But luckily, Yoshi can actually eat these things straight from the... Yep, Yoshi can eat these things straight from the air, so there's not much of, you could say, that kind of issue. But for I don't know why Miyamoto decided that let's make Goombas look completely different this time. Maybe it was kind of evolutionary thing. Maybe these are some kind of different batch of Goombas. Hard to say. Well, there was some kind of reason. Alright. Here was a pipe. And if I wouldn't have Super Mario, I could not get through this. But all you have to do is be a big one and go through this pipe, and you get through this. And you actually chop your way out from the Forest of Illusion. Straight towards Roy's castle. But let's just head to the ghost house. Yeah. A big boo. But luckily they can be stomped with a big stomp. Or better say the spin jump. Which is very potent attack in that kind of sense. Allowing Mario to just smack through quite numerous enemies. And I don't think I can have enough. Yeah, don't. Yep. Yep. Boost diving from the shade or haze, making you a bit unwilling to do jumpings. Damn it. Just as I was about to grab to the secret door. Well, things happen. And the path to get through, how to get there, is more or less completely obvious now. Yeah, there's some sort of, you could say, could you call it breaking time? But in Super Mario Bros. 3, boost they were just real fast at that, stopping the movement once you looked at them. But in this game, they are not that slow at it. Come on, do the dive. Yeah, like this. Get through. And ghost houses also have yeah, now I got through here. So now I got up this path this way. And got through this door and outside. And through the ghost house. Interestingly enough, it's always this kind of back door that Mario leaves when the ghost house level is finished. And they would be ghost Forest of Illusion number 4, so let's just go here as well and see what's going on in this place. And Lucky 2 with a fishing rod and a murderous attitude, and Mario can actually ride Lucky 2's cloud, which is also complete something. I would count it something akin to a Goomba shoe from Super Mario Bros. 3. That it's a very iconic, recognizable power-up, but it doesn't actually appear that common. So this stage, of course, is the one where Lucky 2 does appear a lot. Then let's just take that. Plenty of deadly fireballs towards Lucky 2. Damn it! I figure I know the method to get there. Aha! Now I know how to make use of it. Expecting that with the Goomba not falling to the pit. Yep, that was quite obvious entry. Enter here to get the secret whatever. Because it was just tiny little bit difficult jump to make. But let's just go and get through this the normal way. Yeah, I know you're trying to lure me in with your. Yep, Lakito is quite cunning. Could be quite cunning in that trickery, but just and those floating spikes as well were a completely new thing. Obviously, rising and falling pipes were a new thing in Super Mario Bros. Super Mario World. I always kind of get it mixed up that, yep, it's not Super Mario Bros, it's Super Mario World. Just Super Mario World. Just like Game Boy titles were Super Mario Land games. First of them was, you could say, quite simplistic, but then they also got a bit more complex and introduced a new character to Mario games, but that would be completely irrelevant. Got through the forest, another stage of Forest of Illusion, this time with the normal way. Chopped through another path. Now I don't know, can you actually open up the downwards route from the ghost house? But it doesn't matter. But Forest Secret Area it's just a regular stage. And not only that, it's an auto-scroller stage with this, in a sense, interesting background effect to make it look like much more bigger, faster and grander stage. But actually, as much as gameplay is concerned, it's just a regular run-of-the-mill auto-scroller. But the very quick, hasty, speedy background effect does, at least to me, it does give me motion sickness. Ah, damn. And I have to keep watching because I don't want to take a risk of smashing myself into Koopas. And of course there would be these blue blocks. Just a little hint that, yep, maybe there should be a Switch Palace nearby that you haven't yet found. Yep. Just do the regular exit. Which this was the only exit this stage had. Which of course chops out a way out from the Forest of Illusion in the Forest Fortress, which I will be now conquering. Which will be having all those scrolling and stompy bits. And spinny blade traps that you, Mario, can avoid with appropriately amount of ducking or weaving or spin jumping if necessary. But combined with the stompy things, it's a bit intimidating. But luckily, the switch blocked palace switch bars allow Mario to just avoid the stompy bits. Flying, jumping through it. A big mistake from that. And there's a little mistake problem with the. Did this have a power up right at the beginning? No, it didn't. By mistake. Illusion 4 had a power up right at the beginning. I'll just get through that. And head back to the forest fortress. These fortress stages usually are more difficult than the regular castle stages. Usually because of the fact that these are something you have to look for. Not something that you would just organically get acquainted with. Got through that. Yep, got through all that part without hassle. Which of course gives me a bit of an advantage at this phase. I got jumped, ran through that. Whoop. Missed and jumped over. Yeah, just careful maneuvering and using of your... Careful maneuvers are the name of the game. Yep. Don't know what's there, doesn't matter. Because say hello to Red Door again. Damn it, lost my power up. Doesn't matter because Red Snore goes down. Bigger problem is Red Snore fight is falling to the magma after you knocked out some of them. Not getting hit by the fireballs, even though I did get hit of the fireballs because this control of mine feels a bit clunky. But got through the fortress. And because of that, well, I just grabbed power up from the Forest of Illusion 4 if there were some of them available. They weren't. My mistake. Yep, I should be quite familiar with these stages already because oh yeah. Well, and another. To get the ultimate ability of this game. Cape with an extra cape in reserve. But it would be Roy's castle this time. This time without Yoshi being spooked. And no Magic Koopa. Yes. But something else. The traveling Murum, or however you want to call this thing. Which would be, well, this would pace your travel quite a lot. And of course, if you might get panicked because it would start to go downwards. But path this worm takes is not particularly, you could say, brutal. That was kind of... Yeah, it just wanders right through the stage, giving you ample time to get through however you want to. And there was a death pit, which was my mistake of falling in there. But as I did say, I am not that familiar with the stage. Especially these latter stages, which have moderately challenging platforming and maneuvers going along. Let's just head to the castle again. Yep, getting the power up. Very convenient, very inconvenient lucky battle though. There's no need to walk real big long distance with it. Yeah, just wanting to trigger out the Podoboos a bit earlier. And hopefully I can then dodge them. I'm quite certain that the presence of Podoboos is meant to prevent Marion from just flying through this place. Oh yeah. But this was just a regular... Telescoping blocks weren't that dangerous. So, a new boss, Roy, with his funny, silly-looking sunglasses. And there's a new gimmick. The walls now squish in. But the basic pattern is still the same. He's gonna walk around the roof. And you have to stomp him 3 times. I say the difficulty curve of the Super Mario World is quite uneven. It jumps around quite a lot. Oh, what? What did Mario learn? Yeah, you don't go just look at unexploded bombs like that. He was lucky he survived, but onwards towards dangerous but tasty Chocolate Island. So, but got to the Forest of Illusion, word number 5, and it's time to end this episode right here. I'll see you next time. See ya.